Step forward.
My persona learned a new skill.
So I lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do too. But these aggressive investigations? Twisting the truth for your own personal gain? Please. You have to think back to the feelings you had when you first wanted to be a prosecutor. Think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you used to be.
How I...
Nijima-san. She's just like my father. What caused them to change like this?
Even though their own desires were the cause, succumbing to such distorted thoughts is strange. Is there another reason they don't know of?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. The suspicions against you will be lifted as well. This deal we made was a great experience for me. To think that I, a detective, would act alongside the Phantom Thieves.
Back to your real work now.
You don't want to continue?
No. It's okay.
You all shall end this Phantom Thieves
You wanted him to
business.
join before.
It's part of the promise, after all.
You know, that was before he said he hates me, okay?
Man says he hates you. All of a sudden, you're like, I don't want to hang out with you no more.
Right?
You're like, you see Akechi, now my social link is reversed.
Greetings.
Yeah, basically.
They're gathering outside.
For real? What the hell's going on?
Look at those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are still restless. It
Why is the
doesn't
place
make
falling
sense.
apart?
What's going on here? There are more coming? This will be dangerous if we don't do something.
Damn the consistency, I guess.
Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. We had best split up for our escape. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous.
I'll do it.
Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Yep.
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die. It's you we're talking about here.
Please don't do anything reckless, okay? I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back. We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember? Even more are coming!
This truly is a painfully reluctant parting.
It seems we had best hurry.
Now we're almost caught up.
Also, fun fact, when you first start the game, and check the in-game calendar, for some reason the game counts as like April 4th.
Oh.
AKA Alice didn't expect you to actually check the in-game calendar.
Rip.
Hey, up there! He's here. Move in immediately.
Good, now get running!
Aha.
Only chance.
Now we see the silhouettes in full.
We'll retrieve the briefcase on our end. concentrate on getting away. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker. Just run, get
Isn't it weird how these people don't just immediately turn to shadows to try to kill us?
no worries. I can guide
Yeah, this palace should have been collapsed already, but you know.
No, I mean like the shadows just don't turn into big monsters. They look relatively normal.
Oh,
You know, until now.
well.
Take him down, Joker.
Hey, Moloch, remember when you used to be Norn?
I am Arsene, another you that exists within. We meet once again. You have progressed well through your recollections. Last spring, you awakened to this furious power. Now, use that power and defeat the enemies before you.
Comparing power levels. No threat. Get him, Joker.
Yeet!
Your fate will soon be determined. Recall everything. Remember the bonds you have forged with your friends. If you are fated to continue past this point, then we shall surely meet again.
Okay, that was ominous.
Pull out before their backup gets here. Good. You defeated them with ease. More of them? Be careful! Joker, behind you! Go through that door! You should be able to get out that way. Hurry!
Dude, can he even hear us?
Don't worry. I'm picking up everyone's voices. Just go, Joker! Wait a sec. What the? I'm getting a weird reading heading your way. Come on, run!
Where'd they go, damn it? I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right.
That's how physics work.
Yeah.
Joker, stop! It's an enemy right near you.
Enter Kasumi?
Even you can't take on this many.
How dare you?
Joker, that weird reading from earlier is closing in on you too.
I'll end this right now.
Joker, it's her. She's the weird reading I've been getting.
Ooh, hell yeah!
It's because of the outfit we're wearing.
Hell yeah!
My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today.
I'm gonna tell you why Kasumi's outfit looks the way it does.
Yeah.
Because despite barely knowing Joker, she idolizes him that much.
Oh, okay.
That is the logic. Her idea of a fan thief is Joker. That's why she's just a female Joker outfit.
Yeah, I think we talked about this, and I made the joke like FemMC.
I say this because that's still stupid.
Let's go.
Well,
Wow, the game really rigged that so hard.
yeah. Gotta give Kasumi the spotlight, right?
By the way, my first playthrough, I downed all the enemies. It still gets to Kasumi an all-out attack though. Alice says no, you will not steal this moment from her. Love her as we want her to love you.
Make her a better character, and I might.
No clue what just happened, but I take it you're okay? Wait, bad news. Enemy backup's headed your way. You need to book it right now.
Please go. I'm going to make it harder for them to track you down. You still have something you need to do as a Phantom Thief, right? Then I won't stop you. Since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves, I'm in no position to interfere.
Why are you here?
However, please don't forget the promise we made, okay?
See you in a few months.
Joker, you need to get out of there. Go, go, go!
All right, let's do it.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Get over there! Stop struggling.
I mentioned how data file shows that you were supposed to lead these people away a bit further.
Yeah.
Because he made a whole animation of Joker firing his gun to the air.
Man.
So, Grant, a question: are these people in the metaverse right now,
That is an interesting question,
or
because
is or did Joker just decide to have a replica of his Phantom Thief outfit in the real world?
yeah, something's not adding up here. That's right.
There's a
'Cause
question.
they were in the metaverse, but he ended up arrested in real life.
Not only
Were those-
that, the location completely changed, so it had to be real world because it was the casino. There'd still be giant lights and giant red carpet. I asked this because it'll never be answered.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Drug was too
Whether or not that took place in the real world or the metaverse will never be answered.
That is such a big ass inconsistency. Okay. I just want to know who did it.
Who has the motivation to do it?
Let's see.
That's the idea that Joker's recounting this, and then they beat me up here, and they beat me up here. They stepped on my face.
Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Of course not.
So you're not that dumb. Which is good. Because we get to take as much time as we need. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
No, that's how we no longer have the thought bubbles.
You should
Yeah.
know your place.
Where Joker was like, I was enjoying it?
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Yeah, I understand.
You really don't want Joker gets like stomped, do you?
No.
You picked that they stomps on Joker's leg, going, I need your signature, but I need your hand and signature, but I'm not taking a leg.
For their actions.
See, I'm just trying to get to who the fuck did it. Because we've seen all this already. I'm trying to get to that new shit.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office?
And then I heard you coming in saying you're from the public prosecutor office, and they won't let you in for some reason.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer.
I gotta
under
re-see this
jurisdiction.
again.
Besides,
You prosecutor sign Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being
See?
allowed an interrogation.
Yeah.
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
It's been over 80 hours, bro.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Hey, Igor.
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
Thank you.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
About fucking time.
That drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Igor's still over there eating his fucking popcorn.
Igor's having a good time. Leave him alone.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. but I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though.
Yeah.
Care to strike a deal?
A
If you
deal?
cooperate with me, I'll consider
I like the
lightening
deal.
your
We already have one. What do you want?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you.
Okay.
Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Tokamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura.
You skipped one, a-hole.
The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Oh, God. I don't know what to pick here. Never heard of them.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There were no such people.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Nope.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
I don't know anything.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
It's a dirty tactic.
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one suspected of foul crimes.
You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Sticking to the right path.
Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
Are you leaving it here?
After all this, you're still... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's
I
no
knew
way
it.
he could have reacted like that if he had-
I knew it.
Hey,
He made it too damn obvious when he said he hated me. I fucking knew it.
it seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Do you know this place?
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
The suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Hand it over?
The smartphone, duh. We've been talking about it this whole time. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
Who is the traitor?
I want to make a deal.
A T-word.
Yes, very well. Go on.
Look how excited she got.
You know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
Look how fucking excited she got. The phone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's
Why'd you
cracked.
bring it here?
What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going
Never
to
know she
unlock
gets
it
an
and
important
show me
text,
the
you know?
data?
That's our phone.
Oh shit.
She hasn't slept for days.
And so I'm like, why'd you bring it here?
Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Him?
Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey, what are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the traitor.
The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
It was so fucking
Who
obvious.
could that voice belong to?
It was so fucking obvious the moment he said he hated us. You motherfucker.
Please.
I like how that's what it took. Not me reminding you that him saying he awakened a month ago was an obvious lie, but you forgot about that.
Yes, I fucking did, apparently. Not a teammate.
Not a teammate?
I poked you so hard when I showed you his DLC outfits and went, hey, he dresses as villains.
Oh my god.
He dresses as the villain from If, a villain from Rito 1, the Kasugami High outfit, which was the outfit of June, who was a villain for most of Innocent Sin.
I didn't want to believe it, man. I didn't want to believe it because I fucking liked him. I didn't want to believe it. You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to
You
fathom it.
motherfucker played me like a goddamn fiddle.
And if you saw the time up thing, they poorly disguise who the traitor
This will
is.
be my last involvement with this case.
Yeah?
They tried to distort the voice, but you can still tell who the voice belongs to.
Play along to the end. And that honest
Also, congrats on avoiding the obvious bad ending.
same way too once.
Oh yeah?
I'll place my bet on you.
If you sold out your friends, you would have gotten the obvious bad ending.
Oof.
You may go, Kenny, that was easy to avoid. Sadly, there are people who saw that as a Herculean task.
I am thou.
Oh no.
Thou art
Yes, there's people who had to look up guides on how to get past this because it was so difficult.
ultimate secret of judgment.
Other people go, why would you pick the sellout option? In vanilla, this thing did not have a description, it just said true justice.
Great. So now she's apparently my justice buddy. Okay.
Alright.
I don't like this game anymore.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though?
What's special about the phone? Who's the traitor? Hey, Ketch, how you doing?
A Ketchikun?
Maybe he's gonna break us out.
No.
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my
Yeah, that's why he's playing the fucking villain music when he's right there, huh? I don't think so.
How did you get approval?
I mean, we are in the same game where Yusuke really wanted Aunt to strip naked, but it played the company music for some reason, despite Yusuke not being a friend or it being really a comedy situation. Now didn't it?
It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others in
How is there cell phone reception here?
Nobody would ever know if things got a little...
They got the future 6G network.
Didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived
So you were the motherfucker that assassinated her father too, huh?
To trick your enemies, you must first trick your
You were the fucking Black Mask that killed his shadow.
Whoa, say anything about being a Black Mask. Motherfucker has a white outfit, mother. How does that even make any sense?
Before that, it was a Black Mask.
You're telling me Akechi got a black mask, freaking changed costumes, freaking changed to a completely different outfit.
Why is his name Crow now? Crow is black and he's wearing a white outfit. This motherfucker played me like a goddamn fiddle. He is the fucking Black Mask assassin too. I hate this fucking game. I hate this game. I fucking trusted him.
Dude. You're not making any sense right now.
Oh, no, I'm making sense.
How is he the Black Mask? We saw his persona. We saw his outfit. How can he change your outfit in the metaverse?
We'll
aside from
see.
DLC. Aside from DLC.
We will fucking see as we proceed.
You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me?
Ooh. Ooh.
What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Why?
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Oh my god.
Now he's gonna bust us out. That's why he's saying foolish. He doesn't know he's gonna bust us out.
He has turned into Kira. Literally.
He's gonna bust us out. It's gonna be our best
No, he's
buddy.
not. He's gonna assassinate us.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the setup. I shot the guard and then fucking, yep, self-defense, all that bullshit, uh-huh. Yep, there it is.
Would you believe me when I said in vanilla, you got rank 9 here?
That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan.
That's right. I win.
Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Nah, man. Ain't true. Ain't like that.
He
ain't
really...
Like that. Ain't like that. You're a pal.
He really is making me full of fear. He really is.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Huh? You serious? Excuse me? Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you.
He's so sick.
Is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
Goodbye, nameless man.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to?
You a little fucking late?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
That was easy.
And now we return to our continued report. This
Yuck
morning,
news.
the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who is...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
For once,
Well,
dude's
I'm
been
not
stopped his
shy.
entire social
Just
link.
do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It would be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why?
You know, it kind of happens.
Why
You know.
did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed,
Ramondo, you have any
your
theories?
death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom.
Blank.
What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Because you could just do that.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
We can't trust him.
My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
He's suspicious.
Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him.
Isn't it great how the characters knew this from that point entirely? It did nothing with information for the entire game.
I want to know how the fuck we survived. That's what I want to know. What is this? Just proceed.
Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Too much happening. Too much happening for me to have a coherent thought.
There's some... One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it.
I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Remember when Futaba suddenly got super social and grabbed Akechi's phone?
Yeah.
So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
Remember how I hinted how that made no sense for her to do that?
Yeah.
I was poking since the start of the arc. I've been poking you, being like, okay, it's scary how this guy is not expecting to catch you right now. I'm gonna just put clues in front of him and see if he picks it up, and you didn't.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
Did she fucking coax the room into being a part of Memento somehow?
No.
That room not... What?
No.
What the fuck is this?
Don't worry. They will explain. Don't worry. They will try. They will. Royal. Don't worry. Royal added a Futaba to try and explain this, and they still can't properly explain it.
This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
Yeah, I want to kick the bald motherfucker's ass.
How? Do we have a foot to use? What happened after getting capped in the head?
Uh-huh. Simulation?
What simulation?
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Are you listening?
I am.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible.
I call BS on that.
He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he
Just
told
like I
us he'd
said.
seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it. So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
That's why the palace didn't fucking collapse.
Could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real
But didn't we take the treasure?
Yeah, that's it.
It seems that's our only option.
There has to be some setup to this.
I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
Ghostly.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yes.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back.
Also, among the other people feared that Akechi was the culprit by the fact that 1, he joined so late, 2, he wasn't really part of any promotional material, so he comes out of nowhere, 3, vanilla, his social link's automatic, and 4, most importantly, his name's Akechi, he's a detective, kind of like a different culprit in another game named Adachi, who was also a detective.
I'm rolling my eyes.
That's also one of the problems people have when it comes to P5's writing. The fact that if you know about Adachi, you go, oh yeah, catch a similar name. And the same profession. He's a culprit, ain't he? I literally saw a streamer play P5 first and P4 and went, oh, Adachi has a similar name to Akechi. And the same profession. He's the culprit, ain't he?
Oh, God.
It was as if Atlas reused the same team twice in a row. I don't think you want to notice. I mean, I worked on you for a good bit. It took the royal only social link changes for you to go, I'm starting to think he's not trustworthy.
He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
Also, the bad ending is selling out your friends. You forgot to tell Side about the phone. Akechi shows up to kill you. A Joker goes, I think I forgot about something. You get capped in the head for reals. And Igor says you suck and traps your mind in the vomit room for all of eternity. End credits.
Too much, too much, too much.
But how did they pull off this entire plan? And if they already knew that Joker wasn't dead, why were they pretending to be surprised?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
It's a miracle Akechi reaching and F that up.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
Remember what I said? Do you think the characters noticed that or didn't? And you were like, the characters are too stupid to notice that?
Yeah.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Brings back memories.
You sound so dumb with life.
I am.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
Oh yeah, I remember during all of this, a streamer I saw play, someone in the chat asked him, how'd you feel about the twist? To which the streamer rightfully said, who do you have thought he was dead?
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
We had to trust it.
And it was absolutely the best decision we could have made.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was...
You mind talking directly to talking to your sister who's right behind you, not towards Joker?
You know, it's like the answer all over again.
I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all.
Now, question: how would you rate the twist of Akechi being a traitor?
Fuck off. That's what I would rate it.
Because there are people who make the stupid claim that because Akechi being a traitor was so foreshadowed and obvious that some people say that Akechi being a traitor is not the game's twist. To which I say, it is the twist, it's just a really bad one.
This is like when I fucking played the ants all over again. Remember how I was freaking out saying, oh my god, I guess it's fucking dead too, and you're like, did you forget Logic? She's in the fighting game. Same thing just happened here now. I got so wrapped up in this fucking story, I actually genuinely believe that he is fucking dead, and then it hit me just now, wait, they're Strikers! He's in Strikers!
I remember earlier saw a stream when they played Kingdom Hearts 2 as the person playing thought Goofy was actually dead, and they went, it's amazing you thought he was dead, because every time about Kingdom Hearts 4, it's like, I forgot in the moment, okay? The Akechi twist is so bad. And I also have had people try and claim to defend it by saying, well, of Akechi being the traitor isn't a twist because it's so obvious because he blackmails you. And I'm like, you just get blackmails you, call back to you, talk about blackmails you, it's just a trend. And they try to be like, no, that's not a trend. I guess it is. They even had the balls to try and say, Makoto doesn't blackmail you. It's like, yes, she does. Yes, she does. What? What revisionist history is this?
I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
Also, isn't it great how I emphasize the characters blackmailing you, so that way you wouldn't be able to tell that Akechi blackmailing you was Akechi blackmailing you was normal, only for that to be also to give up and also try to poke at you and hint that Akechi's the villain. Isn't it great how I flip flopped?
You were also there eating your fucking popcorn.
I'm gonna be real with you. Every single time I had to edit, I edited a video of you loving Akechi. I was telling my brother, yo, this man's gonna be crushed by the twist, and I am here for it. In fact, I was muting my mic laughing when you realized that Akechi was the villain.
I went through 3 different moods with that motherfucker. I went from loving him to being scared of him. Now I'm angry at him. I want to kick his ass to the moon along with that bald motherfucker's ass.
Also, I want to note, the characters mentioned how going after Akechi won't fix the problem. You need to go after the person that Akechi's working for. So, fun fact, in the game's files, there is a space in between Sai's palace and whoever the next person is.
No, it's the bald fucker. Don't even play that shit with me. I know he's next.
That space is also data of shadows saying lines that are saying dialogue that are among the lines of "You won't defeat Prince Akechi." So at some point in development, they had the idea of Akechi having a palace, but then got rid of it because that makes no sense.
He's gonna appear alongside Shido, I know it. We're gonna kick both their asses.
And regarding its location, I take it you use the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were 2 things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, The scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
Third option.
You know, it's saying dialogue anymore. You just saying insert number option.
Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you.
Now here's my question.
Yeah?
This is why we needed the palace. But my question is, as was shown and mentioned, going so far away from the casino changes their clothes back because they're technically outside of Sai's domain. So why is it then it was also part of Sai's cognition? Why was then also that place affected by Sai's cognition and what she knew? If her domain was the casino. Kind of like how when Ryuji and Joker walk up to school, not all of the Japan was Kamoshida's castle, just the school, and everything else seemed normal.
I don't know.
Does that mean there should have been a cognitive Joker standing at that stop because Kamoshida saw Joker there? Or is he too unimportant? Just like how Ryuji was so unimportant, there was no cognitive Ryuji in Kamoshida's palace.
Much.
Like, clearly the palace ruler's influence has a range, hence why at some point you're closer back to normal. Because you're not in their bubble, so you're not seeing the threat because there's nothing to be seen by a threat by.
We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible.
I mean, in theory, all Sabi needs to do is just carry the phone on her, and that's it. Other logic they want to use is the logic of it had to be near Akechi because Futaba was probably tracking via coordinates of Akechi's phone and Joker's phone. But considering the fact that they passed each other in the hallway, you would have known that Fats would decide they even need to talk to Akechi to begin with. And even then, she would talk to Akechi regardless of knowing anything. All she needed to have was a phone on her. But no, it has to be done this very specific way for some reason.
That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Third.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Ain't that so convenient? Literally no one whatsoever was tasked with actually removing Joker's body.
Yep.
That sounds like some bull. Don't worry, no one was tasked with moving Joker's body whatsoever. Just gonna leave it there.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
How did you check? Managed to make it to no one checked the morgue for his body.
I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
Close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
He really joins us.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped.
I know that feeling.
Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
You don't really care for to do that.
Sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place.
We've been using that from the get-go. You telling me people have possibly heard all our plans this whole time?
Let us accept his offer.
There's a back room over there.
What a great man.
Where'd he go? Oops.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akashi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Yeah, remember when you said, why not go higher, sky's the limit, why not go after the Prime Minister?
Let me guess.
He ain't the Prime Minister, but he's trying to be. Candidate? Candidate for what you just said, maybe?
Yep.
Maybe?
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in him yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Death Note short stories is coming into physical print.
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you.
That's
no
nice.
doubt. That's what he usually
So you
does.
can own that freaking 2020 short story in physical format.
Cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
Thank you for bringing it back to the topic of adults, of bad adults.
We'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Headquarters.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Okay.
Yeah, the Diet Building is the politician is the political place in Japan.
Oh.
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? Can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had Special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion.
I'm surprised I got no response from you.
Surprised when you confronted him about it.
I'm done.
He didn't know who leaked that information.
It's way past my time. My brain's fried.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Yeah, I heard. I just am unable to process right now.
For Armando, we still gotta talk to Exposition Futaba. That was added Royal.
More dialogue.
Royal adds in Futaba into Joker's room for optional dialogue to try and explain the Grandmaster plan, even though you cannot explain it because it does not work.
How far are we from saving?
At the same time we talk to Exposition Futaba, so I say I don't know. I guess after this Shido and Akechi back and forth.
It would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Yes, he solved his own crimes.
My clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public.
Does that mean Akechi's not a real ace detective?
Public sentiment. Collaborators from all sectors began approaching me.
According to P5, the answer is nice detective.
With their management in my pocket.
He's a bitch detective.
Don't. Wow, I thought he was your justice, bro.
No.
I'm gonna make an effing compilation of every single time you praise Akechi, and then you be mad.
That shit broke off the moment he said he hated me. That shit broke right there.
Made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them.
But you said Mikasa Sukasa, so he went up into your dome and put a bullet in it.
Never mind the fact.
You sound like a cut, G.
Even the government parties have begun splitting up. And
yeah, and now I'm gonna kick his ass. Alongside his fucking bastard of a boss.
Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe
I'll make sure your name is forgotten, trust me, bro.
What are you, Ezio?
I suppose with your
huh?
What are you, Ezio?
Come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Think about the future real hard, buddy.
How do I put this? Hey.
Save! 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 That's it! That's it! That's enough for today. That's enough for today. No, no,
Exposition
no,
from Tubbo.
no,
She's
no.
right there.
No, we pick that up some other time, bro. It's almost 4:30. I'm fried. I'm done. I'm
They
done.
put her right there so we get exposition.
Okay, that's cool, but we saved, so we can talk to her some other time. Too much has happened. I need time to process, I need time to think, gather my thoughts. Too much. Don't you dare change it to fucking Akechi.
Read my effing mind.
Don't you fucking dare.
But that's your boy, that's your dog.
No, not anymore. No. I swear to God, there better not be a fucking Shido background.
No.
Thank God.
Leave
it at the goddamn twins.
But your dog.
Nope. That shit died long time ago.